We're gonna make every single baby we are ever gonna have right now. After finalizing the early stages of the surrogacy journey, today we are ready to pack our bags and fly to Toronto to officially get the ball rolling. We want to be as open and transparent as possible throughout this process, so today we're showing you everything, or at least as much as we can without getting demonetized on YouTube, including the visit to the fertility clinic and how the whole collection process works, what happens after, and all the crazy thoughts that have been swirling in our minds going through this part of the journey. Let's make some babies! After some time with family and friends in Sweden and the UK, it was time for our big trip across the pond. Alright, we're about to fly to Toronto.
Yeah, well first, Ireland.
We've been on quite a few life-changing trips before. In 2022, we became the first male same-sex couple on record to visit over 100 countries together. But nothing can compare with how it felt to land at Pearson this time. And to make matters even more exciting, we immediately felt so welcomed.
Okay, but that was so cute because the guy at immigration, normally immigration is not a very pleasant experience in most countries, right? So the guy goes, "What are you guys up to here?" Dan goes, "We're doing IVF." I was like, yeah, he's gonna have some questions about that. He was like, "What?" So I was like, "We're starting our surrogacy journey." And he was like, "Oh my God, congratulations, you guys." So he's sweet.
But we also have to say, everyone who we've told we're doing it in like an official capacity has been so nice, excited for us. And I just got an email from our hotel that is so cute. She's like, "I am so excited that you are coming. What a wonderful celebration, and we are excited to be a part of the start of your special journey."
I'm almost tearing up. Like, it's so sweet because I wouldn't even have thought that people would like understand what we meant.
Yeah, in Sweden they wouldn't. No shade, but here they do.
Yep.
I think we're also like traumatized from the US, them always being so like mean when you enter.
That's what I said.
Yeah, and here they're like so nice.
That's the Canada difference, eh?
I wanted us to be really rested ahead of tomorrow. So I was like, we're not gonna do anything hard. We're flying business and then we're landing and staying at the only hotel connected to the terminal. So we get that quality sleep.
And the quality,
Our Oura rings better give us our best readiness ever because we need to be ready to make a family. Well, what a gorgeous room. Tomorrow's gonna be even more epic, but
This is so convenient. Also, like, we literally just walked in from the terminal. I'm kind of delirious because it's getting late in London, where we came from. But just have a look at this, how bright and spacious. And this guy behind the camera is happy right now because
this is we're seeing signs all of a sudden in everything. We don't normally like look for signs, but now I'm like, this is a sign, like it's my biggest joy in life. Airplanes.
yeah, I'm seeing signs everywhere. Like the other day when we were staying over at Dan's family friend's house, we woke up in the morning and there were these beautiful pink clouds, like as the sun was rising, like through the ceiling window or whatever. And I was like, just lying there like, yep, that is a sign. We are having a girl. So now I'm 100% sure that our firstborn is going to be a girl. And you can't change my mind about it.
Wow. Well, son, when you see this, and the bathroom, voila. We used a free night award to book this, so that makes it even better. But one thing that is kind of sad, now that we're like so excited to be in Canada, is that this is the only time we need to come to Canada. This is our one and only, hopefully,
one-stop shop. Yeah.
Hopefully this is our one and only stop here.
Where we need to be present. And then actually, like, this is the crazy thing. We need to be present now for the start here in Canada. We'll explain all of this at some point in more detail, but we're doing a hybrid option. We're doing the IVF here in Canada, the surrogacy in the US. The next time we have to be present is going to be in the US for the birth of our first baby. That is crazy.
I feel like we're probably gonna, I don't know, that does feel so.
It's crazy. That's the only requirement.
So weird.
And of course, in typical Oskar and Dan fashion, even for probably one of the most monumental appointments that we will ever attend in our lives, we are cutting it very close. That's not great.
I spent the morning talking to my mom, my brother. Last night I spoke to my dad, had fights with my mom and my dad, and my brother then comes in to support, which is great. So everything is very like, we've been just quite stressed and a bit anxious about this, but here we go. It's like, I think we're making this too big a deal. It is a big deal, but we're like, this is the most important thing we've ever done.
I think that's the thing, because for me, it's like, this is such a big deal, like it's such an important day in our lives, but like I feel like you'll never fully feel that, so I'm like almost trying to hype myself up, like you should feel like this is so big and important, and it is, but it's like I'm trying to make myself feel it, you know? And now that we're about to do our part of the embryo creation process, we of course want to know what biological heritage we're passing on to our children. I actually did a DNA test with MyHeritage a few months ago, the sponsor of today's video, and I've always thought I was 100% Swedish, so the results were honestly pretty surprising to me. I'm all over Scandinavia.
Yeah.
Let's see, is there anything else?
What?
Where's my passport?
Oh my god.
Kiitos. I am also Finnish. Okay, I like that. I'm not as boring as I thought. The test is super easy to do, just a simple swab, wait 2 minutes, and then you ship it off to get your results. Every time I go back on my account, I realize that the site has discovered new census records documenting relatives I've never heard of before. And if a distant relative is also on MyHeritage, I can even reach out to them directly. Like, how cool is that? I can actually meet new family members through MyHeritage. They also recently added even more extensive features such as ancient origins, which allows you to trace your lineage back up to 10,000 years. We're talking ancient Romans, Neolithic farmers, and of course, in my case, Vikings. Another super cool feature is DNA traits, which reports up to 40 different personality traits that should align with your DNA type. I for sure won't be bragging about my results on executive function and VO2 max because I'm Swedish and Swedes don't brag. One very important thing to mention here is that MyHeritage never sells or licenses your genetic data, so you can have complete peace of mind about that. And the best part is that you can get the test for just $19, and by using our code, you get so much more, from free shipping and a 30-day free trial. It is literally so cheap that it blows all the competition out of the water, so if you've ever wanted to know more about your heritage and about your lineage, this is the time to find out. Thank you guys for engaging with our sponsors. It is truly what makes these videos possible, and of course, also what makes this whole journey of having children possible. So basically, we have some stuff going on in life right now that we can't really talk about, unfortunately, but that is kind of weighing us down. So it feels a bit strange right now just to have this dichotomy of like, we're kind of sad and anxious on the one hand, but then also so happy and excited about being here and starting this new chapter in life. Really, it's a completely new chapter, and yeah, we're just, I guess, kind of balancing that right now, those very polarizing emotions.
This area is like a big medical complex that seems to have several fertility clinics and the consulate of Bangladesh. Should we name our first child Bangladesh?
No, we'll name her Dhaka. Dhaka is a pretty good name, actually.
We're also bringing our luggage because we're changing hotels after this.
All right, we're doing this.
It's oh
This
my
is
God. We're inverse again.
If we're not gonna match, we'll be inverse.
This is so funny.
It's I'm cracking up. It's so like insanely casual, the whole thing. Like literally we just did a urine sample, so we just went to the bathroom, did that, handed that in, and then she's like, yeah, just go in this room, there's TV instructions there if you need it, and then after you're done, just to place it through the little thing in the...
So this is so funny how they cover the chair, and then even the TV browser, the provided website to your liking. Goodness gracious. Plastic on the remote. This is a bit
No, this is absolutely hilarious. And we were also like, are we gonna be able to go in the same room? Like, what's that gonna be like? She's like, yeah, you just go in together, whatever you wanna do. Like, we're like, okay.
Because, hello, we're gonna make a baby. We're
gonna make every single baby we are ever gonna have right now.
Exactly. So we're doing that together. Hello.
Special moment.
See you after.
And that's all you're gonna get to see.
Okay, that was actually so freaking crazy because when I'm looking at my sample here, or at our samples, is this gonna turn into not only one kid, but multiple children? And I'm like, which little sperm in there is gonna be, you know, the one? There's so many. And then I was also like, there's gonna be sperm that gets stuck in the cup and stuff like that. So like, all these kids are being discarded.
Babies washed away. I mean, literally every time.
Yeah, it's so weird thinking about it like that now. But I'm like, this little thing, like this in this cup, which is like, you barely looks like there's anything in there, is all the kids we're ever gonna have. Like, this is
it's also
a wild moment.
We have such a wild thought too. Like, what if we accidentally switch the cups?
Yeah.
And then I mean, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, and in the end, we're probably gonna choose.
We should have
samples.
done that.
We should have done that for funsies, right? And just like that, I was gonna say, just like that, our male contribution to this whole process is finished.
And the best part is it seems like our donation was adequate, which I think was stressing me out a bit. Our like to-do list has just been a million different things. So the thought of, oh, we need to come back and do it again. Obviously needing to do that is nothing in the grand scheme of all this. But it's just like, if we're truly done now, that is crazy. And then we can, I mean, this weekend we'll spend a lot of time looking at egg donors.
Yep.
To try to find someone who also wants to come here. It's funny to think that they will be coming here.
Yeah.
As well to do that.
Yeah, I'd say the whole process took about 2 hours, a bit more actually.
Yeah.
And I'd say most of that was just waiting. Like the actual things we did took like no time.
We just did a urine test, a blood test, a
sperm
obviously
retrieval.
sperm donation, and a physical.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So easy. So now we wait. Woo! Oh, hello! Post waiting for children in the suite we're staying at here at the St. Regis, Toronto.
This is the only way to do this.
This is where we're staying as we await our results. Wait, the funny thing is, that's so stupid because we wouldn't have had to stay here 3 nights. Like, if we get the results now...
I know, that's the thing, and then we just...
Why didn't they tell us? I guess they think we're normal people who, like, need to take off work and don't book flexible flights.
Yeah.
But if we
Which
had
is
known...
a fair assumption.
I know, but if we had known, we could have left tonight.
Yeah.
So instead, we're, like, way overpaying
to stay
in Toronto.
Yeah.
I mean, we had planned to stay until Monday in case we needed to go back. But our advice, I guess, would be if you're flexible, like, we're very flexible... I wish we just booked 1 night in a row at a hotel so we could cancel the remaining nights, maybe just stay 1 night and then leave.
Our fertility doctor on the call earlier said that it's very rare that people have to come back again to do it. The nurse that we spoke to today, or the fertility expert, said that it happens quite often. So I don't know what to believe in terms of that.
I think maybe for straight couples it happens more often because they have issues with fertility, which is why they're there.
That is
we
a fair
don't
point.
have issues with fertility.
That is a fair point.
So
and we have just received confirmation that we are good to go. No need to return to the clinic to produce another sample. We got 5 vials each. That is crazy. We only need 2 apparently. So that we're very fertile apparently. I don't know what else to say about that. Now you know.
to celebrate, we bought this vegan truffle thing in the UK. We dragged it over here. This is so exciting. Look at the flavors.
Look at the flavors, huh?
Look at that. The box held up pretty well. Ooh, wow. When choices arise, try going with what feels lightest. Oh my god, perfect. So they give us a whole layout of the chocolates.
Most of our time in Toronto was sadly super gloomy and absolutely freezing, but we got one day of sunshine to enjoy the city on this monumental weekend. Since our previous video, we've been absolutely blown away by the level of support from you guys, but also by the massive number of other couples who have already gone through their surrogacy journey offering advice and support. We've tried to get back to all of you, but sorry if we've missed your message. It really got us thinking though, there is so little public information out there about this, yet so many people are sitting on a wealth of information and experience. We want to create some sort of resource where we can share all the tips and tricks of those who've come before us, either by compiling all the advice and sharing it as a document, in a future video, as a collection of interviews, or perhaps creating a forum or similar for people to share questions and answers. How would you guys want this information structured? Let us know in a comment, and we're so excited to hear your suggestions for even better ideas of doing this in the most efficient and helpful way possible.
So Toronto, even in mid-April, apparently can be the gloomiest place ever because it's midday, but I realize it's pretty dark in here. We are about to leave, and there have been so many thoughts swirling through our head this weekend. One of which was when we got our results from the clinic. In total, we had about 140 million little babies to deliver, let's say. I know most of those probably wouldn't turn into good babies, but each about 70 million babies. So I'm just like, imagine the odds of being the one that is born, even out of all of those. I mean, imagine a straight couple who's just trying to have babies over and over again. The odds are even, crazier. But now it's like this one chance on this one day, and the odds are still 1 in, 70 million basically, of being the one that gets born.
Did you know the odds to be born on this earth's 1 in 400 trillion?
It feels so weird recording this because I keep thinking that our future children are gonna see this.
Hi guys.
Hi guys, we love you. It's just like, it feels so strange when you're not a parent yet to do something. Obviously our children could watch all our vlogs, but now it's like, this is really the start of their journey.
Yeah. This is of course only the start to this crazy journey that's going to take us for a long ride. Probably for about 2 years until, we have our first baby, hopefully. That's like the shortest timeline we're looking at. But the next step is finding who our biological mother to our future children will be, which is absolutely crazy. Translated, that means finding our egg donor.
So that will be the next video. Stay tuned, and until then, see you around the world.
Quick reminder to check out My Heritage to find out more about your genetic history today. Order a kit through the link in our description or by scanning the QR code here, and use our code to unlock even more amazing benefits. We're in Bali, and these two flowers just fell into Dan's lap.
Yeah, literally into my lap.
One after the other. Hello, if that's not a sign of something. 2 kids at once? Or maybe 2 kids in quick succession before our other kids?
Me? Or it's just a sign that I just got 2 mosquito bites.
Oh no.
Because there's a lot of mosquitoes here.
Or maybe that's the other 2 kids that come after.
Oh wow, so the first ones will be flowers, the next will be mosquito bites.